What's up, college football fans, and welcome to our Western Michigan Broncos rebuild. Entering the postseason, we're ranked at 10, and our best player is at a risk of transfer. But it's time for the College Football Committee to delegate awards, and Baylor won the Heisman this season with their quarterback. We're going to have a rematch with Clemson in the first round of the playoffs. And surprisingly, this is the first season where we didn't have any players win an award. I actually have a head coach offer from a 4.5-star program in LSU. On early National Signing Day, we only have 7 players signed this season, and the other schools just killed us in recruiting. There's only 3 active players on my board that I'm still going for, but we're going to make up for our lackluster recruiting class in the transfer portal. Conference Championship Week shook up the playoff bracket a little bit. Clemson has taken us out of the playoffs in the past, and I put them on our schedule this year, and we won 33-7. And in our first matchup, their overall was at a 99, and it's gone down since then. We have made the trip to Memorial Stadium, and these fans are going nuts. And I don't want to be the bearer of bad news for these Tigers fans, but we're about to come in swinging in this one. Solid return. Our key to success in winning that game against Georgia was making a good play out of the huddle, because this crowd is far too loud for me to make an audible. First down run went nowhere. I got a man open quickly, pick up the first down here. And instead of a first down at the 50, we're 2nd and 19 with that holding call. Got to get this one out quick. With that defensive back making a play on the ball, I got to go for something here. Late throw, though. I'm going to send some pressure on this first play of theirs. Play RPO. Solid gain. They beat the blitz with a quick pass. Switch over to cover 4 here. And here on their first drive, we're giving up a bit too much. Quick throw to the outside. But the good news is they're not breaking anything downfield so far. I'm going to try man coverage right here, 2nd and short. Man got wide open. And that didn't work for us. I'm playing zone here. Oh my God, sleeping on the running back. 2nd and short, we're playing Tampa 2. Quick throw to the outside gets us. They're spread out looking for a pass. I'm watching the middle zone. Quick throw to the outside again. With Clemson chipping away at us, we're going to have to figure out how to get these guys on the ground. This first drive's a touchdown. They took the early lead, and being in the SEC conference, they're probably the favorites in this game, but we've beaten them and we can do it again. I'm going to come out with this RPO and throw it because they left the man. Solid gain. And if we can refrain from drawing any more holding calls, we should be fine. 2nd and 9, I'm spread out. They send a blitz, and we're going to burn this one. On their first drive, they were hitting us with quick throw after quick throw. I'm going to do the same to them. We've got the defense spread out, but it looks like a zone coverage. I'm running right at them up the middle. Big gain. 2nd and short, I'm going to try and attack that secondary if possible. Got a man over the middle. Big drop. 3rd and 1, I've got an extra blocker right here. Quick throw to the receiver. Drop. I'm not going to let Clemson keep this lead. Quick throw, we're picking up the first down and more. Incomplete throw on first down. 2nd down, I'm feeding the back. Can get to the outside and pick some up. 3rd and 3, defense still respecting our passing game. Direct snap to the running back. First down. We started this game with the ball, so we need to pick it up right here. Nobody's open, though. I'm going to try and scramble. Fast lineman. Clemson took the early lead in that first quarter, but we came out and had a solid drive here. RPO doesn't get open. 3rd and 12, defense spread out. Tight end in the end zone. Let's go. After tying this game with that 14-play drive, we got to step up on defense. These dudes just walked up the field on that first drive. I tried using the nickel coverage last time, and it wasn't working for us, so I threw the extra linebacker out here now. Scrambled. Got to keep a spy out there, too. Picked up 4 on first down. 2nd and 6, they run the play action. Quick throw. And with these Clemson receivers, man coverage just isn't working for us this game. Play action. Defense, interception. Let's go. Strong safety stepped up for me when I thought I was going to get blown right past. Running back makes the move, picks up the first down. 40-yard line, crowd's making noise, but it's not affecting us making good play calls. Can we outrun these dudes? Almost. They took the lead to start the game, but we have the momentum right now. Feeding the running back, direct snap, almost there. 2nd and goal, nothing fancy, right up the middle. We did exactly what we needed to do to take control of this game. If we can continue to keep the pressure on defense, we're going to have a very successful game. Clemson has started this drive well. They're on the 50-yard line now. I'm playing cover 3. They hit us underneath again. But as long as we're only giving up a minimal gain instead of a huge play, I'm fine with the outcome. Right here, big solid run. 3 receivers on the right side of the field. They run the play action. Oh, I messed everything up. Had my eyes on the quarterback and I ran into 2 of my defenders. Drop. We had an edge rusher take an injury and he stopped the clock just before the 2-minute warning. And 3rd and 9 at the start of this 2-minute warning on the 15-yard line. I'm playing cover 4. They're clearly passing it. They pick it up. I was certain we were going to make a drop pass or something right there, but we didn't get it. Big pressure up the middle. They're in the end zone. And they've given us enough time to put some points on the board here before this quarter rolls out. That defensive end is too fast. Unlike when we play the MAC conference schools, I can't just scramble away with any pass. He gets open late, and we might pick that up. We didn't pick it up. 4th and inches, quarterback sneak, short. Bad play call right there. We didn't pick it up. And we've given Clemson control of this game right here. And they get the ball to start the second half. Let's see if we can force a turnover right here. They're just feeding the running back. Oh my Lord. After possibly losing the game for myself, I've got 20 seconds to get in field goal range. And if I can get a touchdown, I will, but they're playing prevent defense. Can't make the throw. And with 12 seconds left, my best bet is going to be picking up something quick and getting out of bounds. 6 seconds left. I'm going to try and take a shot. It's not there. Bad throw. And I'm going to take my losses with this field goal attempt and miss. With our probability of winning being lowered after that first half, our defense has got to shut them out in this one. Their quarterback has been picking us apart. Watching the running game, solid gain for him though. Star linebacker went down on that last play. I got an extra rusher on this one. Quick throw kills us. Cover 3 here on the 40-yard line, 1st and 10. We've got to stop these dudes from picking up another first down, and they got a huge hole up the middle. And now we have 2 of our star linebackers out of the game on an injury. Man gets left open on the right side of the field. And now I'm switching over to man coverage. I've got an extra rusher. 2nd and 4 on the 13-yard line. These guys are about to make this a 2-possession game. And we did not step up on defense this drive. Cover 2, 3rd and 3, play action. And they were just short taking a field goal attempt from the hash. We're giving up way too many points, and this is an uphill battle now. A solid return right here will help, but we don't get nothing. 4.5 minutes left in this game, or in the 3rd quarter. Big throw up the middle. Tight end's working for us. And I'm going to see if I can attack these safeties here. Wrong guy maybe, but he might be able to outpace him. Big drop. 2nd and 10. They're pressing my slot receiver on the left side. And I'm hitting him in the end zone. Big catch. It's a solid first drive of the half. Up the middle, gets blown up. And 2nd and goal. I'm going to try and throw this one in the end zone. Tight end underneath. We're in there. With both of my star linebackers being injured right now, I switched over to the nickel coverage. They're going to run it. And they didn't pick much up right there. 2nd and 7. I've got a quarterback spy out there playing cover 3. They didn't pick much up right there. 3rd and 4. We have an opportunity to shut this drive down. He misses him. And after losing the momentum, we're gaining some. I have an opportunity to take the lead now. While we've been dealing with injuries on our defense, our offense is still intact. 3rd and 10 made it difficult right here. Whipping that to Bigums. Huge catch. And our run wasn't working for us, but the defense is spread out. I'm going to try the direct snap. That linebacker's making plays, but he doesn't get the tackle. Starter dealing with an injury. I flipped this play, and the defense is clearly in a zone. I'm going to run right at him. And I'm going to try and get this screen off here. Good block from the tackle. 2nd and goal. They've only got one safety on this one. The other one's pressing the line. They sent a huge blitz. And 3rd and goal, I have a play in mind. Absolutely terrible throw. And that throw could have cost us the game right there. We were in scoring position on the goal line. They're running the screen play. Offense has been receiving the same look for most of this game. I'm going to try and get pressure on them here. They run the read option, get way too much. Man coverage here on the 37-yard line. They only have a 3-point lead, so you know they want a touchdown. And at the start of this 4th quarter, I could really use my linebackers right now. 3rd and short, they're in a big boy set, running right up the middle. I'm there. And we're still going to give up a field goal and a 6-point lead right here. I'm going to come out on 1st down and test this secondary. That defensive end is quick. I thought I could get away from them there, but I sure couldn't. 2nd down. I'm scrambling this time. And I was expecting them to stack the line of scrimmage, and they did. I can't make any hot routes with this crowd noise. I'm picking up this 4th and 2, though. And we can still pick up a lead right here, but it's not going to be much. Late throw, drops it. And I'm going to try an RPO here, 2nd down. Throw it to him. Downfield with it. Up to the 37-yard line. I'm going to try and attack these safeties. In the end zone with it. Damn. Almost got picked off right there. Need to tone it back. Hell of a catch. Who's the flag on? Them. Touchdown. With a 1-point lead, our defense cannot give up a single 1st down. I mean, they can get to midfield at most. Our linebackers are down anyways, so I've got a nickel coverage out there. We can't let them run up the field. 2nd and 4, I'm almost expecting another run here. Bunched up receivers. Cornerback gets burnt. And I'm going to switch up my zones here on the 32-yard line. 3.5 minutes remaining. Pressure on the quarterback. Good throw over the middle. And that wasn't working for us. Cover 4 this time. The running play gets blown up. Defensive end made a play for us right there, finally. 42-yard line. Quick RPO to the outside. And 3rd and 3, I'm watching this running back, but we're playing coverage. And they're passing. I'm there over the middle, but this dude's wide open. Hurry up, offense. I'm in the cover 4. They got a man in motion out of the backfield. Sack. They could still take the lead with a field goal, but we could take it right back with one of our own. Tight end kills me right here. And we still have the 2-minute warning stop. RPO, he's touchdown with it. 2 minutes and 16 seconds left. We still have an opportunity to win this game, and this has been a good one. Incomplete on 1st down, 2nd and 10 with the crowd going nuts. Over the middle gets open. Start of the 2-minute warning. I kind of just want to pick up this 1st down. over the middle. And let's see if we can get a ball downfield against these guys. Bigums has got him beat. Huge catch. There's no reason to go for 2. Take the 1-point lead. The biggest issue is that they have a ton of time on the clock to put up some points, and all they need is a field goal. We got to shut them down. Our star linebackers are absolutely out of this game with their injuries. Hopefully it doesn't persist into next week. Fumble off the sack. He picks it up. Absolutely crucial moment. That quarterback just gave us this victory. Time to kill the clock. And if they're not going to let us kill the clock, we're going to kill all their timeouts. Run absolutely getting nowhere. I'm running this motion RPO. They're in man, so I'm feeding the back up the middle. And we get to make this lead a little bit bigger. And now the Tigers have to score a touchdown with no timeouts remaining. They're going to return this kickoff. But since they came out of their own end zone and he only made it to the 13, they put themselves in another tough spot. Short gain right there. The clock is running. We got to stop that. Oh my God. I'm playing man coverage so that nobody gets left and we can't keep up with their tight end. Interception, game over. Let's go. And after beating them in the regular season, this is the real revenge. A hard-fought game and a well-deserved victory. That was a great game, but after that victory, we really need to get it under control in the first half. But we're moving to the next round with our quarterback throwing 450 yards in that game. With one game down, our next matchup is the Ohio State Buckeyes in the Rose Bowl. Quick look at the second round of the playoffs. You got Georgia, Notre Dame, Auburn, Texas, and Baylor versus Duke. Our defensive coordinator just left us after that victory, and I'm not sure if this is the current coach for Indiana or if he had moved in from another point, but I'm going to offer him a defensive coordinator spot. And I think this is our first time meeting the Buckeyes in this rebuild, and we're going to meet them in the Rose Bowl. With all these second round matchups, ours is going to be the game of the week, and we're going to meet them at a neutral site. Made it out to the Rose Bowl. Buckeyes look fired up. We're about to have a great game. And with this game being a neutral site, we might have more fans in this stadium than we could even fit in our own stadium. I want to come out and test this secondary on our first play. Up the field on that defensive back, but he's keeping up with him. We've got the defense opened up. I'm going to try and run right up the middle of this defensive line. Solid gain. They're stacking the box again here on third. I'm running the RPO and throwing it because they leave the slot man open. Crowd making noise. They have an extra defensive back out here. I'm going to try and get up the middle on them. Solid gain again. And we're going to run this power run. Too many men in the box for it. The Buckeyes with only one linebacker, and they pushed us back on first. I'm running again on second. We get it all back. Third and short. They're pressing the line of scrimmage. I'm sending Bigums to the end zone. Safety help there. Oof. And on their side of the field, I'm going for it on fourth to start this game. Man open in the middle. Late throw kills it. They stopped us on our first drive, but our linebackers are healthy for this game. Man coverage right here on first down. This offense has got a lot of weapons. We've got to contain them. Keeping an eye on the quarterback with the spy here in this cover 4 defense. They got a man in motion. Right down the middle. Buckeyes got the ball in good field position. They didn't have to pick up much to get in scoring position. And after beginning this game in a deficit, I'm definitely going for it from here on out because we need points on the board. I thought I was going to be able to get around that block, but it wasn't there for me. RPO and throwing it. We got a block this time. We're downfield. And we can make an audible since we're at a neutral site. I'm switching to the run, moving the tight end over, and we're running to the left. Big hole. Good move. First down. They're still watching the deep throw. Trying to hit him underneath. Big catch from the receiver. They're still watching us downfield. I'm going to run this one right up the middle. Man, unblocked. Only one linebacker on this play call. I'm feeding the running back again. Don't pick up much. And 3rd and 10 in field goal range. I want a touchdown. Over the top. Big play. Direct snap to the running back on the 3-yard line. Touchdown. And hopefully with much better field position after this kickoff, we can get a stop this drive. They ran out of the end zone, only made it to the 16. 2 tight end set, clear pass. Almost picked it. Now they've got 3 receivers out to the right side. Watching the middle. And I'm playing the cover 4 here, 3rd and 8 with the edge rusher on the quarterback spy. Damn, they picked that up. 33-yard line, play action. What in the hell? And on the 42, I've got a 5-man rush on them. See if we can get pressure. They get the throw out underneath. The Buckeyes are trying to stretch us out and then hit us underneath. They run a pitch play to the right side. I got to catch up to them. With our linebacker almost knocking some teeth out on that last play, they run the read option to pick up the 1st down, and he is gone with it. I come out on 1st down, and they're pressing my receivers. I'm sending it up the field. Huge drop. He caught it! What a dog. And with that receiver being the best transferred in player in our offseason, we're in scoring position with 1 high safety. Over the middle gets left open. Tight end makes a big catch. Now they're pressing the line of scrimmage. Running back gets blown up. Now the defense is spread out, 2nd and 10. Direct snap. 8-yard line. See if we can cause some confusion. Out to the outside. Drop. And I'm not comfortable going for it right here. I'm taking the 3 points. And we have yet another linebacker out of the game due to an injury. They're running the football up the middle. Big, solid game. With the 2 tight end set, I'm going to try and get pressure on them right here. I got a 6-man rush going at them. They run it to the left. We stop them. 3rd and 6, opportunity to get the ball back. Can't get off my defensive lineman. They're down the field with the ball. We got to make a play on that. With the field goal on the last drive, we got a chance to take the lead. Big space with the running back. And on this 1st down, I'm going to try and hit him with some play action. I'm going to scramble with that. We're faster than them. And with them stacking the right side of the line, I'm running to the left on this one. Right up the middle. Defense opened up. They're stacking the box here with a spread out offense. Quick throw gets open. Solid game. And here on the 4-yard line, they're not respecting my running back. Touchdown. 1:35 seconds. Cover 4 defense. Oh no, we couldn't bring him down. Over to the cover 3 with that short gain right there. They hit us over the middle now. They're running the hurry up offense, and I switched over to man coverage. We stopped him on 1st down. 2nd down as well. Batted the pass down on 3rd and 3. They're going for it 4th. And he drops it. And we still have 3 timeouts. This isn't a good look to pass in. I'm running with it. And they're trying to protect their end zone, so we have to go underneath of them. Man open in the middle. Burnt another timeout, and I'm going to try and get one in the end zone right here. Over that linebacker. Huge catch. 9-yard line with the clock running. Tight end open in the end zone. We didn't just expand our lead. We made it a 2-possession game right there. And they're not scoring in these 10 seconds. Just to prove it, we're in the prevent defense, and they run the football and don't go anywhere. Buckeyes down by 2 possessions, and they get the football to start the 2nd half. We've been stepping up on defense. We got to keep up with it. And while that quarterback was throwing it out of my reach, he threw it out of reach of his receiver. 3rd and 4, expecting a short pass. I'm playing cover 2, watching the middle of the field. Oh, that guy. Had my eyes on the tight end, and the receiver snuck in underneath. Cover 4 right here. And if we don't push them back right here on this play, they're going to pick up this 1st down. I've got an extra rusher. sack. I want to kill some clock on this drive, but it's more important that we extend our lead some. Running back gets a first down. We scrambled for 6 on first down, and we're averaging 6 yards a carry, so I'm going to keep feeding these backs. And we've been getting past them. Right here, I'm going to scramble for this first. Running game is probably predictable on this play, but we still get a hole. And staying on the ground, we've been burning the clock up all the way down to 2 minutes in this third quarter. Risky throw, but he makes a great catch. Got the clock ticking away on him right here. Zone defense. 5 men in the box. We're going to try the run on him. And now that our team is good enough, I can actually dissect the defense. Our tight end dislocated his shoulder on that great catch for us. I'm going to try and get on the ground here with the clock ticking. And I don't need to get a playoff, so I'm not going to. While marching down the field, we killed that entire third quarter. Start of the fourth, we're on the goal line. And now they've stepped up to stop the running game. They still have an extra defensive back out there, but I got a man open. First down. First and goal. We have a star running back, and the defense is watching the pass. We get in. And with how that drive just went, this game is already concluded. If we get the football back, we're going to kill the clock as long as we don't make a mistake. Some of these Ohio State receivers are absolutely ridiculous. But the clock is ticking away on them. They finally break one off. Staying away from a blitz here. They only got a quarterback in the backfield. And I pick him off. We're on the field. Sent the Buckeyes home, and we're moving on past the second round of the playoffs for the first time. After complete domination of the Buckeyes, we've beaten just about every top team in the game. But our season isn't over yet, and we still have to win 2 more games. Our next matchup is going to be the Blue Devils in the Fiesta Bowl, and it looks like it's going to be Texas and Notre Dame in the Peach Bowl. We had a great game with Duke in the past, and we came on top then, and we're better now. It's our ball first, and I don't know if it's because of the teams that we just beat in these playoffs, but we got home colors. And we're the 10th seed facing the 3rd seed, right up the middle. With 15 consecutive wins this season, I'm confident on the 3rd down. Nice spin, picks it up. Linebacker out in coverage. I'm running at these guys. A hole opens up. And on this play, they only have 3 down linemen, so I'm going to run at him again. Bigger hole opens up. If they're only going to put out 3 linemen, I'm going to keep running at them. But with those linebackers blitzing, we didn't get very far. Underneath is wide open. Cut it back on them. And for the first time in these playoffs, we're in scoring position on our first drive. Risky throw. Huge catch. And after taking the sack, I had nobody open right there. Oh, man. I thought the linebacker was going to commit in coverage, and he fell right into position. But I'm wide open in the end zone on 3rd. We just came out strong with an 11-play drive. This is their first opportunity to get the football. It's been 3.5 minutes. The Blue Devils came out quick with the first down. In a regular matchup, 3 minutes wouldn't be so much. We got a chance to stop them on their first drive right here. Sends it up the field. We can't knock it out. I saw the ball pop out at the end of this, and I'm challenging this catch. It's challenging the spot of the ball. Like, I guess he's down. And while I wanted to challenge if the receiver had possession, we had the wrong challenge call because that was just a catch. 34-yard line playing man coverage on 2nd down. And our linebackers may be the cause of some CTE. Up at the 31, they're going to try and get on the board. But we still have a lead. And I'm going to attack downfield. They're pressing my outside receivers. What a catch. Incomplete after the huge catch. Got a man in motion here on second down, and he gets open. Broken tackle. Let's go. And as this first quarter is winding down, I'm going to keep attacking the secondary. Running back has room, and the Blue Devils have no answer for our offense. Clock ticking. I'm going to get this play off, and I don't see anybody directly open. First down. Almost closed the first quarter with a touchdown. I'm going to run right up the middle here to start this second quarter. 2-possession lead. And after all the effort I put into this rebuild, it is finally, we have the best team in the country. With the teams that we've beaten, we can beat anybody else. We're already 15-0. Great catch. Huge catch, brought them all the way up to the 47. They're going to feed the running back, and I'm here. And after losing some, I'm expecting them to look for a pass. I got everybody in coverage, and I almost just tricked that quarterback into giving us the football back. 3rd and 12, man coverage. They're short. It would appear that Duke has been overrated at the 3 spot in the nation. I'm running right up the middle on them. 10 yards. And I'm going to keep the pressure on their safeties. They're opened up. What a throw. Quarterback on demon time. Up at the 11-yard line. Breaks the defender's ankle. 16-yard line, cover 4 defense. They're right up the middle with it. But with an 18-point lead, the clock is ticking on these guys, and we're going to start attacking the clock. This receiver's been killing us all game. Offense is spread out. We've got a ton of guys in the box to help on this option. And now I've got the defensive tackle on the spy, playing zone coverage. He misses him. Offense is spread out. I've switched the spy to the left end. Can't get pressure on them, but they're short anyway. And they're going to try to chip away at this lead, but it's still 15 points. Our first drive consumed a lot of time off the clock, but we haven't consumed any since then. They were ready for us on that run, and I'm going to keep sending it at them. And their 3-man line gives up too much leeway for our backs. This 3rd down, I should have hit circle. We've got a healthy defense out there. Read option kills me again. I've got to watch the quarterback on those. And I don't know if a spy will help in this situation, but I'm going to keep the spy out there because this dude is fast. And I can't let this team run all over me, so I'm sending pressure here. Play action. Drop. With the Blue Devils getting some sketchy catches, they're going to burn us again. Watching the run, 1st and goal. Playing the zones. They're in the end zone, though. We have an 8-point lead before this drive right here. I wanted to attack them downfield, but we got open underneath. And there's still plenty of time to get some more points on the board. They're playing coverage well. Terrible throw. Hell of a catch. And that would have been a terrible throw last season with this quarterback, but he made such an improvement this year. I'm going to try and throw that one down low, and he gets another big catch. 14-yard line. Middle opens up. We've built our lead back up to 15. They've still got 58 seconds to do something with the ball. And running up the middle and then calling a timeout seemed like a waste of a play to me. They run a bunch of short curls on second. 26-yard line. Man coverage drops it. With 36 seconds left in this half, our goal is a national championship. I've been trying to attack them underneath, but we haven't been getting far. Tight end might get us in field goal range. With the clock stopping after the 1st down, I'm going to hurry up on this play. Pick up a few more yards and call the timeout. And with 10 seconds left, I'm going to try and sink this 52-yarder. We make it. Up to the 20-yard line, I'm going to try and get some pressure on these guys with a 6-man rush. Play action. Downfield with it. This same receiver, he's in the end zone. But after they put up the quick touchdown, we got a solid kick return. I don't have anybody open. Oh yeah, he tried to play coverage right there. Still have the secondary running. First down. They ran out of bounds with that one. Damn. I was looking downfield at everybody but the right person. I had a man wide open and didn't hit him on that last play. They've got linebackers pressing the line of scrimmage. They drop back in coverage though. That tight end is in space. He is our playmaker today. And Duke is locking up all of our star receivers, but they're leaving the tight end open. We're running in for 6. Down by 18. They have another opportunity here. I might need to double or even triple that receiver. And they're spread out across the field, feeding the back again. And 3rd and 14, I'm expecting to get an easy sack right here. We're playing man coverage. We get absolutely killed. If they would have tried to get downfield with that pass, they would have got blown up. But they took the short throw and they killed us with it. The offense is spread out, so I'm just going to switch over to man coverage here. Our strong safety stepped up as a linebacker for this one. And since he is a linebacker, I like that look. Still with the man coverage, we're getting beat. And now I'm going to drop some extra defenders in the zone, see if that helps. But they're running it. 3rd and 4, run up the middle, picks it up. And the Blue Devils don't want to see the end of their year quite yet, but we're sending a blitz at them here. Read option kills everybody. But we still have an 11-point lead, and if we can keep scoring, then there is nothing that they can do to overcome it. I had somebody open in the middle quickly, but I'm just going to scramble. And they didn't give us the first down right here. The defense is in the 3-4, but I'm running right at it. There it is. Clock ticking away, right up the middle, another first. Start of the first quarter, we have a first down. I've got the chew clock on. Nobody gets open, throw it away. After throwing it away on first, we picked up a few on the ground on 2nd down. 3rd and 6. Safety doesn't read the throw. And instead of attempting the 56-yard field goal, we're going to pick it up with the quick throw. Clock's been ticking away. Minute gone from this 4th quarter. The throw isn't there for us. See if I can... We shook him. We're up the field with it too. 1st and goal from the 5. Flag immediately. And they just brought us even closer to the goal line. We got to run it. And I very possibly could have got in on that last play, but we're still burning clock. After the dominating victory, our team gets the Fiesta Bowl trophy and we're headed to the national championship. We get to add a Fiesta Bowl victory to our Rose Bowl victory. And we almost put up 50 points on the Blue Devils. And our 16-0 Western Michigan Broncos are going to take on the #1 ranked Texas team in the national championship. We just unlocked the program builder skill tree. And Texas absolutely dominated Notre Dame in the Peach Bowl 48-10. This rebuild has taken over 2 months to get to this final goal, and this Texas Longhorns team is going to have to kill me to win the game. And after winning the Fiesta Bowl, they sent us back to the same stadium for this national championship game. We received the opening kickoff. Our emblem looks beautiful in this national championship scoreboard. With both teams averaging over 500 yards a game, it's set to be a high-scoring contest. Tried to open the defense coming out with the pass play. Try and run here. And as long as we can keep the defense guessing, we can keep moving the ball. RPO goes nowhere though. We only need 2 yards here. I'm not looking deep. I could have, I got a man over those linebackers open. Great catch. Up to the 25-yard line, scoring position. Barely a minute into the game. And 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. I'm going to try and pass it in. Big catch. We're putting Texas under pressure. We came out strong on that first drive. Our defense has got to step up. This might be the best team we're ever going to get in this rebuild. 20-32, we get a sack. We could send them 3 and out right here on 3rd and 11. There's nobody open. He's scrambling. Picks it up. And with Texas showing me that we need a quarterback spy out there, we're going to keep him out there for the majority of this game. 2 tight end set. I'm watching the running back. They feed him up the middle, but he cuts right. Pressure is on the Longhorns here, 3rd and 13. Last time they got a scramble and picked it up, but I got the spy out there. They're throwing it in the end zone. Defense. We picked up that cornerback at the right time, and he is an elite player for us. RPO gets open for 6. 2nd and 4 on the 21-yard line. We get the edge on him. We've come out strong early, and we're already in control. Run the football here. Seems like the best option. 2nd and 2, they're leaving my slot man space. Throwing the RPO to him. Huge gain. And after coming out with all those short passes, I'm going to try and get up the field. They're getting pressure, but I get the running back open underneath. If they're sending blitzes, that means they feel like they can't stop us. Receivers running into each other, but Biggums breaks a tackle. And just over a minute left in this first quarter, I'm going to try and sling this one in the end zone. Slot receiver, another touchdown. We've taken an early lead, but this is a long game, and we've got to stick with it. We've been keeping up so far. That's a dangerous throw. 1 tight end right here. Offense relatively spread out, playing cover 3. What a catch. They're making some contested catches and holding on to the football. 1st and 10 from the 40, play action. Gets a man open too. Midfield now. Clear pass play. Offense is spread out across the field, and they're going to pass it again. Running back trying to sneak out on me. That was just a distraction, though. We don't really have an answer for the Longhorns offense right now. I'm playing cover 4, got a quarterback spy. Still burning us underneath. 2nd and 2, I'm going to try and get some pressure on them with the 5-man rush. They run an RPO and we stop them. And that feels like the right play call. I'm going to run the exact same defense. We blow it up. Now they're going for it. They're in the pistol with a 2 tight end set. I'm sending another blitz at them. 1st down. Now they've got 2 running backs out there. I've got 6 men rushing. Play action kills us up the middle. After going down 14, they answer with a touchdown. We still have the lead. There's no time to make any mistakes. We came out on this drive and picked up a 1st down. The clock is rolling, feeding our backs. But with that last run getting shut down, I'm going to give him an RPO look. And I don't think he's going to catch up to him, but he does. 3rd and 12, we're going to test the safeties while keeping an eye underneath. That big tight end can make a catch, but that's too contested. 37-yard line to start this drive. Big hit. And that was a solid hit, but we couldn't get the ball to pop out. Contested catch. Cover 4. I got the spy out there still. I just want to contain this offense. 2nd and 10, cover 3 with the spy out there. They're feeding the back. Gets a hole, but doesn't get too far. And I'm going to stay with this cover 3 here, 3rd and 7, trying to protect this 1st down. Can't get off this tackle. He sends it in the end zone. We got to make a play on that. And they don't trust their kicker for a long field goal. We get the football back, but that's a great punt. 3 minutes left in this first half. Expecting the blitz, they didn't send it. I'm scrambling with the quarterback. And now that we're out of our end zone, I'm going to run a quarterback draw and pick up that 1st. With only 1 high safety, they're playing off the line of scrimmage. I'm going to throw that quick out right here and get a huge gain off it. If we can pick up a few more yards, we'll be in scoring position. That man in motion leaves everyone in the dust. Makes the move. What a play. Before this 2-minute warning in this first half, we're in complete advantage. I just picked him off. And after getting a huge touchdown, we're going to come into this 2-minute warning and get another one. We've beaten Georgia, Clemson twice, USC, Notre Dame. Nobody can stop us. We've beaten Ohio State as well. Clock ticking away, minute and 30 seconds right here. They pick up that first down easily. And I'm sticking with the man coverage because I don't want anybody to get wide open downfield. Almost another pick. 2nd and 10. I got my eyes on the running back. He's blocking. And they're still spread out. Picked me up over the middle. This is the national championship, and Texas is doing everything they can right now to get back in this game. And they're killing me with these underneath routes. But we do the same thing when we have the ball. 30-yard line, 1st and 10. 40 seconds left in this half. We got to make a play on that one. Oh, if this quarterback makes one more mistake and gives us the ball again, it is over for Texas because they're not going to come back from this deficit. 35 seconds, 3rd and 8. In the end zone again. And they're going to cut their losses, but they missed the field goal. We came out and did what we've been doing all season, and that has been winning games. They get the ball, but they ran out of the end zone and didn't get far. And the poor kickoff return has them in bad field position. They got to move all the way up the field. Quarterback's under pressure. And 3rd and 6, I've got a 5-man rush, and I'm going to drop back and watch the middle of the field. But they're gone off the edge. Hurry up offense. They've got a receiver or a running back in a tight end spot. Read option. Kills us again. And I know there's a way to change one of our settings to fix it against the read option, but this is ridiculous. 2nd and 10 after we knock the ball loose. They're attacking over the middle, but I'm there. Receiver made a great catch, though. 3rd and 3. I'm playing the D tackle, just trying to get some pressure, but I can't get to him. But after we gave up the first down, they lost 2 yards on their first down run. And if that last pass would have been on target, that would have been an interception. 3rd and 12. Still watching the middle of the field. They take a sack. And they have already missed a field goal this game. Let's see if this kicker can sink this one. But with the 21-point deficit, you know they did not want to take a field goal right there. If we can keep scoring, it's over. They've got one of their safeties pressing the line of scrimmage. I'm still running at them. 2nd and 7, they pulled the safety back. I'm going to try and get the quick pass off. That wasn't there for me. I'm scrambling. That defensive end, though, got nowhere on that scramble. Zig route gets a little space. I didn't want to give up the field position, so I gave them the football back. Playing man coverage with the 5-man rush doesn't work for us. Drop it to a 4-man rush, and I'm going to play the middle zone. Everybody else is in man coverage. Play action. And these Longhorn receivers are holding on to the ball after contact. 5-man rush here. I want to get pressure on this quarterback, but we didn't develop. 3rd and 1, I got a safety blitz. Pistol formation, it blows them up. And after this kicker barely made that last field goal, they're going to try him again from further, and he's calmed down. We've held them out of the end zone thus far. If I can get a touchdown on the board and kill some clock, we're going to be in a great position. And that broken tackle worked out wonderfully. Shoe clock on, burning up this 3rd quarter. Quick throw because they're getting pressure. And we made them pay for the blitz. And after 3 dominant quarters of football, we're going into the 4th with the ball and scoring position. Our last run to close out the 3rd quarter lost 2 yards, but our slot man is burning everyone today. My dude has 8 catches for over 100 yards. Tight end is left open, and we get another touchdown. Well on our way to 17-0. We've been holding the Longhorns down in this game, and let's see if this drive is any different for them. It doesn't matter if they score anyways. Because even if they score, I'm confident in our guys to keep the ball moving up the field to kill the clock. As we land a sack on second down, we got a chance to send him 3 and out. Oh, he's too fast. So fast. And you can't forget to put out the spy on these top schools. 2nd and 4. I can smell this championship victory, but they just break one on that play. All the way to the 5-yard line. We're going to try and be tough here on the goal line, but they blow us up. With a 15-point lead and 4 minutes remaining in this game, I think we can burn up most of this clock on this drive. Defense with 8 players in the box. I'm going to try and pass on this one. They don't blitz it, but they leave us open for a scramble. And we're making them pay for just about every look they give us. Already burning up this clock with the chew clock. 1 Longhorn timeout down. Got 2 more to go. We're going to keep feeding our backs. And we've ran so many plays out of this formation, they don't know what we're going to do with it. RPO, the man gets left. 27-yard line. Texas is out of timeouts. I'm going to try and get a pass in and make sure we complete it. And that last play brought us all the way to the 2-minute warning. 1 first down, I can kneel the ball, and it's over. And the Western Michigan Broncos are national champions. We finally did it. It was such a long grind. After 7 seasons, we took the Western Michigan Broncos from a 1-star program to national champions. That trophy is ours, and it's going to stay in Kalamazoo. The greatest team of college football history right there. That national championship wasn't even close, and that just shows how good our team was. And we also got the Fiesta Bowl and the Rose Bowl trophy to go with it. And the Broncos look good on top with that 17-0 record. It's time for the end of the season stats, and our quarterback had almost 4,500 yards with 47 touchdowns, and he only threw 9 interceptions. We had 2 running backs go over 1,000 yards, and they almost had 30 touchdowns combined. Our top receiver was Diaz, but we spread the ball out this season, and we racked up a ton of points. Our star middle linebacker led the team in tackles. Our defensive tackle led the team in sacks, and Kingsbury had 8 to go along with it. And our player with the most interception turned out to be McClellan, and our top 3 guys were all of our linebackers. We also added over 1,000 yards in kick returns, and when looking at the team stats, we played the most games, so we had the most total offensive yards, but we were 19th when it came to yards per game. On defense, however, we were 3rd on yards per game allowed, and we by far pulled in the most interceptions of any team. With over 100 games played in our coach's career, we had the 2nd highest winning percentage out of any of the coaches. We went 6-5 in our playoff runs, and what matters most is we won the national championship. And in the final top 25, the only undefeated team, 17-0, we're in our rightful place at number 1. We didn't set any national career records, but we set 3 school career records. And for some reason we only set 3 school records, but we have 4 conference records. The only game record we set was for receiving touchdowns for our own school. We didn't even come close for the national season records, but we got the MAC one for passing touchdowns as well as sacks. And for our own team, for a single season, we're in the lead for passing yards, passing touchdowns, receiving touchdowns, and sacks. But all good things must come to an end, and it's time to move into this offseason. I have a chance to convince one of our guys to stay, but otherwise we're going to have 7 players in the draft, and it's going to hurt this program if this freshman running back leaves. With the 7 players projected to be drafted, there's a chance we get 9 or 10 guys drafted. And with all those guys that wanted to leave, we could only keep 2 of them, and they're 2 insignificant players. And half of this senior class is over an 85 overall, and that was already big enough of a hit. Kiwanuka was a different beast as a freshman, and it's sad to see him leave, but it's alright, we had fun with him. And as expected, we had 8 players drafted, and all 3 of our linebackers are gone. And with the underwhelming recruiting class this season, we're going to have to go hard in the transfer portal. And here in this transfer portal, I have a chance to re-sign Kiki Kiwanuka, but we're going to have to fight with Penn State over him. He's going to be by far and away our #1 target, but I'm also going for this cornerback and this tall receiver. We signed one of our freshman prospects in week 2, and Penn State didn't give our guy an offer in that first week, but Notre Dame did, and that's who we're going to be competing with. Week 3, we bring in some more freshmen. And I missed on Kiwanuka's hard sell last week, but we still got a big boost, and I know I got it right this time. I actually missed on 2 hard sells, but we're still getting a big boost on these guys. We brought in the 3-star cornerback, but we didn't get the 4-star, and we also signed that 4-star offensive guard. We're in a recruiting battle for this 6'6" wide receiver, and it'd be nice if we could sign him. And most importantly, we're in first place to get Kiwanuka to re-sign with us. As stated previously, I'm happy that we got to play with Kiwanuka, but for him to go to Notre Dame is a disappointment. We didn't sign that 4-star cornerback or the 6'6" wide receiver, but our team is not going to look anywhere near the same as it did in that national championship season. I've seen 2 stars now, and we got an elite here with this edge rusher. He's a 3-star gem. We got a 3rd star with this tight end. This offensive tackle's elite, but he's a sophomore already. And we get another elite offensive lineman. And heading into this 8th season, our quarterback is an absolute animal with a 96 overall. And he just about filled up all of these caps before training results. I'm certain he's going to be a 99 overall. Our running back room took a massive hit, and our 3rd string last season is going to be the starter now. We took a huge hit in the receiver room, and we have a bunch of freshmen and 2 bad seniors. But we still have our star tight end that almost won the Fiesta Bowl by himself, and our offensive line is by far and away the best it's ever been, and it's going to improve. But we have still taken a ton of losses this season, and I forgot to recruit any defensive linemen. I had to move 2 edge rushers over to defensive tackle. We lost all 3 of our star linebackers, but we have young guys developing, and this guy right here is going to be a stud. And we also have this transferred in guy. Our elite cornerback is a junior now, but we're lacking depth elsewhere. Our safeties are going to develop well in their sophomore and junior seasons with star development traits. And we took a huge hit, but maybe we'll get a huge boost on these training results. And we got our first 99 overall player. And we by far and away have the best quarterback in college football for this next football season. Our running backs did not make much of an improvement, but our 2 freshman receivers made a huge boost, getting a +9 and a +8 to their overalls. Our tight end stats got better, but his overall didn't go up any. And as stated before, our offensive line is by far and away the best it's ever been. A modest improvement across the defensive line. This edge rusher stepped up, and our defensive tackle's up to a 90 as a junior. We needed a boost at the linebacker position, and our middle linebacker didn't get a big boost, but everybody else seems solid. Our elite cornerback went for badges instead of stats, and he should be around as a senior. And our star safeties made a huge boost, and they're both at 87. While I'm not upset with the boost we got in these training results, it's hard to stay at the top, and last season was our best. After 7 MAC championships, I decided to move Western Michigan into the Big Ten, and I moved Rutgers into the Big 12 because they're not doing well in the Big Ten, and I also moved in USF from the American Conference. And in our 8th season, our team finishes out this rebuild at a 94 overall, and that shouldn't have gone up from last year. The progress we've made, we took a 4-8 team, and in 7 years we won 7 championships, 3 playoff wins, a Rose Bowl, a Fiesta Bowl, and a national championship. Overall, it was a massive success, and out of the last 10 national champions, we're the only one to go 17-0. And we're going to go out on top with this one, and to anyone watching, I hope you enjoyed the rebuild. If you don't rebuild, give a like on the video and subscribe for more, and we'll see you next time. Peace.